The last two majors, you've had really good results. What do you think you did particularly well in those two events?
I think KPMG is the one that I would rank like the hardest out of 5 major now. Not playing this one yet, but like KPMG, I think really patient on it, and then ball striking is really good on that week. But Avion, I mean, I played Avion for a couple years, and then I think I do have a really good iron shots, like approaching shots on Avion, which is giving me like a really good chance on making lots of birdies on that week.
And what would it mean to you if you could win this week at the AIG Women's Open?
It would mean the world for sure. Callaway guys yesterday walking with me for shooting some photos for the Callaway, right? But he just remind me like, do you remember you said you never ever gonna win British Open? Cause it's links course. I said I still think the same way, cause it's not my type of the golf course that I grew up. In Thailand, we don't have any links courses like this, and we don't have a really windy conditions, and then also like a rainy condition like this that's where I grew up. But like I told him it would be really funny if I can did it one day. He said, yeah, I will showing that video that you just saying that you never ever gonna win British Open.
Yeah, very excited. You know, us Aussies are pretty good around the links golf course styled. So yeah, obviously we've just had a few nice days weather-wise, so hopefully it stays like this, and yeah, we'll see how it pans out.
Drawing on your experiences of Evian and the success you had, what can you take into this week with what you learnt there?
I think just knowing that my game is there and good enough, just mentally preparing, you know, whatever could happen. The wind can happen, you know, the wind direction can change, rain can happen, but yeah, trying to stay as calm as I can out here.
And what have you thought so far of Porthcawl and the practice rounds you've played?
Yeah, I think it's a fair test. This golf course, you know, when the wind does pick up, you've got some really tough interwind holes. I think I had like 3 holes where I hit 3 wood still short of the green, but then you've got holes that, you know, blow downwind, and it's very gettable par 5. So I think it's a pretty fair test.
Good. Okay, we'll go to the floor for questions. On the right here, please. Thank you.
Obviously been a couple weeks since your win at Evian. Has it kind of sunk in yet that you are a major champion?
Yes and no. I have actually watched the videos again last night. I think it's really nice to be able to go through the footages. But yeah, just to kind of sink in is still in the process. Yeah, it's probably not going to sink in ever.
How has your life maybe kind of changed a little bit since winning a major?
I don't think it has changed all that much. Obviously, people coming up to you and saying congratulations is really nice. But at the same time, when people put the two like major champion in front, it's still quite hard to believe. So yeah, I mean, I'm still the same me, so nothing much has changed.
Charlie, with everything you mentioned about the lead up not being ideal, can that almost be a positive? Because you've obviously, this is a very important event for you, and maybe you can build it up too much if you're in good form and you're coming in like that. Does having a less than ideal thing maybe become a positive this week?
I can understand that, but I felt like in the last 2 years I've been in like autopilot, where like even when I'm hitting it bad, I've got enough confidence just to go out there and rip it. And like leading up to the event, obviously I've had 12th at US Open, then 12th at Women's PGA in America, and then a 3rd, and then after that, like, well, last week I was coming back, I finished 21st, but then I obviously had to pull out of Evian. It's just like, it annoys me because it's such an important part of the time of the season, and it's something I look forward to all year, and it's just like, damn it. But at the end of the day, just get me making a few birdies to start with, I think I'll get my confidence back straight away. But I understand what you mean, beware of the injured golfer and stuff, but I'm feeling good now, so hopefully all the practice that I've done the last 2 days is going to make a difference.
And here's the roster of major championship winners on the LPGA Tour this year. Mike Salgo, the Chevron Championship. Maya Stark at the US Women's Open. Minjee Lee, KPMG Women's PGA Championship. And most recently, Grace Kim at the Amundi Evian Championship. And with more on the AIG Women's Open, we send it out to Tom Abbott, who's with Paige McKenzie and Morgan Pressel.
Well, thanks so much. We are in the southwest corner of Wales as Royal Porthcawl hosts the AIG Women's Open for the very first time. It has hosted senior opens, amateur championships, a Walker Cup, a Curtis Cup, and now this championship for the very first time. Tom Abbott alongside Paige McKenzie and Morgan Pressel, and we are really looking forward to seeing the players battle this links. What are they in store for this week?
Yeah, this is the first time that just about everybody in the field has the chance to see the golf course. The first time that we've seen the golf course here this week, and it really is a special test. Players and caddies, everybody that I have spoken to have absolutely raved about the test of golf, that it is very tough, especially if the wind picks up as it is forecasted to do. But it is also fair. It's a type of golf course where if you hit good shots, you're going to get rewarded. It's going to also reward very smart play. So certain players will choose to take on some of the challenges, especially off the tee. There are some areas where you can lay back, or you can maybe play some aggressive golf. We'll see if it pays off for some of those players coming down the stretch come Sunday.
Yeah, talking to the members here, they say the first thing, you've got to find the fairway at Royal Porthcawl. So we'll be watching out for that this week. We will be watching Lottie Woad as well, who's playing in her first major as a professional, but yet Paige favoured by some people to win here.
Yeah, it's incredible to see what she's been able to do the last several weeks, both as an amateur winning on the Ladies European Tour as well as winning on the LPGA Tour in her first professional start on that tour. And to come here, not only as a favorite, I asked her today, I said, how's your energy level, considering everything that she's been through? And she said, I feel good. She grew up just 3 hours from here, so when you talk about a player that could be in contention once again, absolutely. Given her success on the British Isles, as well as her familiarity with this golf course. She took a scouting trip here just 5 weeks ago.
Yeah, she shot 68, but lost to Nigel Edwards in that scouting trip, who is a legendary Walker Cup player from Wales. Now, let's talk about some other players who will be in the mix here, we think. About Nelly Korda, about Jeeno Thitikul. A lot riding on their performance this week.
Yeah, there's no question. You look at Jeeno, of course, just having lost in the playoff at the Evian Championship, looking for her first major victory. And think about what it took to beat her. That incredible finish by Grace Kim. So I definitely look for Jeeno and Nelly looking to hold on to that #1 ranking here this week. Played well last week in Scotland, so got some, links golf rust off and is ready to perform this week.
Yeah, I mean, when you look at this golf course page and you look at fairways being key, what sort of a player would you look at maybe outside of the favourites in terms of the way they play the game?
Well, not only do we need to talk about players on paper, but we have to consider the expectation that we're going to see some wind out here. So you want a player that controls their ball, that can understand trajectory and can flight it when they need to flight it, play it on the ground when they need to play it on the ground. And that's going to be key moving forward the rest of the week. Weather is always going to be part of this story.
Yeah, so the opening day forecast at the moment, a bit of rain in the morning, bit of sunshine in the afternoon, and potentially some strong wind gusts late in the day. But we'll just have to see what we are presented with for day one of the AIG Women's Open on Thursday.